All right, I've got a long-term review of the Xbox Series S. This is not a 3-month review, a 1-day review. This is a multiple year review since the release of the Series S. This is my second Series S. I had one when it got released a few years ago. Had to sell it because I needed the funds. Got myself a new one last year, and here's my thoughts on it. If you go online, unfortunately, the Series S seems to be the console people love to hate, or some people love to hate. There's a lot of, even on the Series S subreddit, there's a lot of people saying, why the heck would you buy, or why the hell would you buy a Series S? Get a Series X, spend more money, get a PS5, build a PC. The console sucks. I'm here to tell you this console doesn't suck. You know what, yeah, it might be 60 FPS on the games, but in some cases 1440p and 1080p, it looks so crisp, it plays so nice. Even on my 4K LG TV, I can't tell you the difference between 1080p and 1440p, and most of you don't care about 4K. Most of you don't care about 1440p. You want a game that's playable, enjoyable, there's no lag, there's no latency, and that's what you're going to get with this console. Now, this is a digital console. You can't pop a disc in here, but another beautiful thing that Xbox offers and many other console companies or creators offer is a paid subscription where you have a massive library, library of games like Game Pass Ultimate, where it gives you online services. You can play hundreds of games. There's new releases, a lot of day one releases are coming to this console that you can play the moment it releases. It's yours. You can play it. Call of Duty's starting to come to Game Pass now, so that's amazing. So if you think of it, I paid $200 for this used. Now you could probably snag one. This is Canadian too. You could probably snag one for $200 or less if you want to go the used route. Maybe $250, $300 if you want to go the new route. Especially with the new versions, new updated versions of the Xbox consoles coming out soon. I expect the prices on the new ones are going to come down in the used ones as well. There's going to be a lot more used ones probably on the market. You can get yourself a good used console and be totally fine. You can get yourself a really good deal. There's so much value in this. 1440p on this machine looks amazing. 1080p on this machine looks amazing. And if it's 1080p on a game, the FPS is going to be higher. Now, I know it's kind of marketed as 4K because there are a couple of games, and it's slipping my mind the names of them. There's a couple of games on here that will play 4K, but for the most part, it's 1440p most times, or 1080p high FPS. Halo plays amazing, Cyberpunk plays amazing, Warzone plays amazing, Fortnite, everything you can think of plays amazing. The beautiful thing too, this thing is tiny. This fits into any small backpack. In a backpack, the cables, there's 2 cables, there's your HDMI, there's your power cable. You drop those in the bag. You can take this anywhere. I've taken this thing on trips, plugged it into a hotel room. I've taken it to my parents' house to go visit, plug it in, play. You know, this is a powerful little machine. And yeah, it's not the Series X granddaddy that gives you 4K all the time and everything like that, but you know, ask yourself, do you really need 4K? Because 1440p and 4K, though there is some differences, if you gave me 2 panels and told me which one's 4K, which one's 1440p, I'd probably be hard pressed to tell you. And most of you as well too, it's gonna be hard to really pick out the differences because 1440p is gonna look so crisp. 1080p high FPS looks crisp. A lot of the esports gamers are using 1080p high FPS. You can stream off of this thing. I've done it before. I'm gonna actually attach my Twitch channel in here that I'm gonna try to do maybe once a month or every so often a stream of me gaming. You can hook up a headset to this, obviously to your controller. You can hook up a mic if you want, a webcam. There's compatible webcams that you can use with this to stream, to get your face on the streams as well too. You can access the internet on this thing, customize the home screen and make a background, whatever you want. And though it's only got 1 terabyte of storage, additional storage is pretty cheap. You don't have to get the SSD card or SD card or whatever it is, the little expansion card that Xbox sells that's $300 for a couple terabytes. It's pretty pricey. I get by with just a 2 terabyte, just spinning disk drive, hard drive. I snagged it for $80 on a Black Friday sale. You can get 4 terabytes for $100. Again, though the only thing there with getting that hard drive difference of that and expansion card is expansion card, you can play any game off of that card. It's just like additional storage added onto Xboxes if it came from factory like that. With a hard drive, most games will play off of that hard drive, but the ones that are optimized for Series X and S won't play off of it. But to transfer between that hard drive to the Xbox, 10 minutes and I can transfer Call of Duty over. You know, it takes just minutes. It takes a heck of a lot less time to transfer back and forth between the Xbox and the hard drive than it does to delete and re-download the game every time I want to play it. And you might be like me, where you only have 5 games at a time where you really play. So I got 5 games on here right now. If I want a different game to play, well, I've already actually pre-downloaded that game onto the hard drive, because while you're gaming, you can download in the background. So I've set it up that new downloads go to the hard drive, and then when I'm done playing a current game that's on here, I transfer it over to that hard drive, it's done. Then I just as quickly transfer that new game I just downloaded I want to try or go back to, transfer it off the hard drive back on the Xbox, it's done. It's so simple, so easy. The moment you plug the hard drive in, the Xbox will format the hard drive to this as external storage. It works wicked fast. You can get, external SSDs that work just as good, a little bit faster, but really, I got a WD Black it's a 4 terabyte, sorry, external hard drive, and the longest I've had to wait to transfer a game is 10 minutes, sometimes even quicker. And you've got it all there. And the one question that might be asked, because I asked it when I bought it, was, what about my save data, my save files? It's great that I can transfer Call of Duty over to the hard drive, but what happens when I transfer back over? Is it going to save all my stuff? Yes. When you transfer that game, the save files go with it. You'll never lose those save files unless you delete those save files itself. Even if you delete the game, the save files still stay in there unless you go in and actually find it into your storage and delete it. So you don't have to worry about losing your progress in a game. There's been a lot of games where I've played halfway through and, like Assassin's Creed, got halfway through it and I'm kind of, it's all right. I don't want to play it anymore though right now, but I'll come back to it. I transferred over on the hard drive. A year later, I transferred the game back, sign in, click onto the game, done. I'm back at where I was at. I don't start from square one. I'm back at the save game. It's all there. Call of Duty is, one of them. Grand Theft Auto, NHL, Madden. Just using games that I've used, but any game that's going to do it. The save files go with it. So really this thing, though there's a lot of hate about it because people are saying the storage sucks on it, it's overpriced for what it is. You don't get real 4K. None of that. That's all just person by person opinion, and opinions vary on things. Even the Series X, the PS5, there's haters on that too. Ignore all the comments. If you want to buy something, buy it. If you want to buy yourself a Series S, do it. You can get one, like I said, for a couple $100, and this thing and a Game Pass subscription, you're set. You got online, you can play all the games you want. If you get Game Pass Ultimate, there's things like EA Play where you get a lot of the, you can get Madden, you can get NHL. The new MLB game is on there. I like playing baseball games. I'm into sports games if you haven't figured it out by now. Sometimes I like shooter, but I'm kind of into the sports kick right now. GTA is always fun, but even with GTA 6 coming out, one of the comments I seen online on Reddit was, well, the Series S isn't going to be able to handle it. Yes, it will. I can promise you it will. Because even though a couple of years ago there was some no-name game developer came out and said, well, the Series S sucks. Game developers have to develop for that because it's a lesser system. It's a lesser grade than the Series X. So, the game might not be as optimized for the Series S as it is the X. That's not true. Your normal day one releases, your high-end games, your AAA titles, they're all going to be optimized. They're all going to run beautifully. If there's issues, you're going to get updates just like you would on the Series X on a PC, on a PlayStation 5. You're going to get the same updates, the same libraries, the same quality of gaming. The only difference is going to be your storage and your resolution. And if it's Series X, you don't have the disc. But again, like I said, we're now in the digital age where everything is digital. And it's so much easier to just go on Game Pass and download a game, or go on the Xbox store and buy a game for much less than I would pay for the disc. In most cases, sometimes the disc is cheaper, but don't hold me to that. It's varying prices. As we know, the markets change. You can download a game on here, get playing the same day. You don't get to leave the comfort of your home. It's nice and easy. In my case, I don't buy games. I just use Game Pass. So I pay my $20 a month for Game Pass Ultimate. Sorry if you hear some running around in the background. It's one of my cats playing around. So you get Game Pass, you get this. You get a years of Game Pass. What is that? $240. So $240 there for the year. You can get Game Pass Core, where you still get a lot of games. You might not need Game Pass Ultimate. Game Pass Core is even cheaper. So you get that. You get yourself a Series X or Series S, and you're set. Because once you buy this thing, the options are endless. And this thing, even when the new gen comes out, this thing's still going to be compatible with games. As we've seen with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 360, games were still being made for that well after it was end of life. The thing is, really, the Series S is an amazing console. It's a great price. You can find a used one, like I said, for very cheap. You can find a new one for pretty cheap as well too. Come Black Friday and Christmas time, there's usually bundle deals where you get an extra controller, or you'll get 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate with it, which when I bought the first one, it came with 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate and an extra controller for $50 more than the MSRP of the console itself. You can find yourself a great deal on this. It's so small, like I was saying, can go in a backpack, but it'll fit anywhere. And you can sit it vertically, depending on your desk or your TV stand. You can put it on side. Sorry for the shake there, that mount's a little weird. You can put it on its side, you can game. It's got Wi-Fi built in. You connect to a Wi-Fi signal. It's got Ethernet, so you can plug in that way. You connect to any TV with an HDMI port. This game console is incredible. There's a lot of great value in it. You might not need a Series X. And look, if you need a Series X, you're probably not watching this video anyways. If you want a Series X, or if you're a Series X fan, hey, power to you. You had the funds to go get that better console. But people like myself, you know, spending an extra $200-300 on a Series X for not that much value, additional value, it just wasn't worth it to me. I didn't see the value in the extra funds, because when I bought this thing brand new, it was, or the other one, sorry, $300 with an extra controller, with Game Pass Ultimate for a year. Sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's 6 months. It's usually a year though when that deal comes in. Even at that price, I was gonna have to spend another $200-250 to get the Series X with just the controller and just the console now. You don't get usually those extra things unless you're paying more then as well too. So if you think of it this way, if you bought just the controller and console, just this and its cords, that's it. No additional Game Pass, just this for $250, $300. The difference in value to go to a Series X and not have Game Pass and stuff, well, for that difference in price, you can get yourself Game Pass Ultimate for a year or 6 months or a year, and you still come out less. You know, the way I looked at it, hey, I buy the console, I got Game Pass Ultimate for a year, I still got $50 left at the time when I calculated it. Cool. I can buy myself a game off Xbox Marketplace, or, and it's $50 that I didn't have to spend, or, sorry, the hiccups there. Or it's $50 that I'm going to buy a bunch of beef jerky and chips and snacks and pop and stuff, and I'm going to have a hell of a game night when I got the console for the first day. You know, you don't always have to get the best to be satisfied and to be happy. The best is great, but if the best isn't possible or doesn't make sense, why do it? This is the best for me. I don't need a Series X. I don't need a PS5. This does wonders. It's a great value. Still to this day, it holds its value. It's it's a great deal. Like I said, the console and Game Pass, you still come under the price of a Series X new, and when the new models or new versions of the X comes out, that's gonna probably come with a price increase as well too. Just it's the way this works, the way inflation and stuff works. If you buy one of these, you can still get Game Pass and still come out saving money that you would over the Series X. So really, to sum this up, ask yourself, is it worth spending an extra $200 or more to buy the Series X just to get 4K sometimes and a disk drive? Or would I rather take that $200, get myself Game Pass Ultimate for the year, have some extra money left over, and go all digital? Because in some cases, you might need hard disk drive, or you might need an actual disk drive, because you've got a collection of old games because they're back compatible. So you've got some 360 games or whatever you want to play. Okay, that's where then having a disk drive would be value to you. But to me, who didn't have a collection of games, disk drive meant nothing to me. It added no value to me other than spending more money. So if you're good with going digital, because all those games you might have on disc too, you can get digitally. Now you have to buy them again. Or they might be on Game Pass too, so check that. Ask yourself, are you okay with digital? Okay, yes. Are you okay with saving $200? Yeah, why not? Who isn't? Everybody loves saving money. Look at this console, because used or new, it's a great deal. Get Game Pass Ultimate. You come out less than spending on the Series X. This thing is phenomenal. It's a beast, and I think you guys are going to be really, really happy with it. This is all unscripted. This is just my opinion, my thoughts. But now, to finish this all off, let me know in the comments below, do you have a Series S? Do you have a Series X? Do you have a PS5? When you bought a Series S, if you're an owner of a Series S, what benefits did you see with it? You know, share that insight to people, because they might read that and find some value in that as well too. Was the Series S the right fit for you? Maybe you wanted the Series X in the future, so you upgraded later down the line, which you can do. You're not stuck with this. You don't own it for life. You can sell it and make your money back and make most of it back anyways and get yourself a Series X if you want, or sell it and put it towards building a PC. If you're looking to get yourself a console and you want to know what I think, what should I spend my money on? What should I spend my hard-earned money on? Consider the Series S, because if digital's okay for you, this is it. This is the king. This is the king for value in all digital world, because that's how things are going now. Best Buy doesn't carry games anymore. They've seen them strip it off their shelves now. Everything's kind of gone digital. So, you know, digital might be the way to go for you. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you always watching this. Though I have only 11 subscribers right now, those 11 subscribers mean a lot to me. The 500 views I've had some videos, the 1,000 views to some videos I've had 4 views on. That's okay. I'm not in this to get 50 million views every video and get a billion subscribers. I'm not into this for that. I'm in this to give one person a video some value. If you have an idea for a video, let me know. I'd love to hear it. If I take your idea and I use it to make a video, you will get credit on it. I will make sure to put a watermark in that video of your name. If you want your username in there, maybe you give me a great idea for a video and you game on Twitch and you want to promote your Twitch stream, put your Twitch thing in there, because I'll put that Twitch handle in there for you. I'll put it in the comments and the description as well for you too. So anytime you guys help me or give me an idea or inspiration for a video, I'm going to credit you, and I'm going to credit you to the best I can. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Stay tuned, because we've got more great content coming. It's only going to get better from here on out. I've got some great ideas in my head here. And as well, you might have read the community tab. I pivoted on my PC build color idea. I'm not going to go a black build. I'm going to go a black and white build. So I'm kind of chasing some cases around here. Once I find a new one, there's going to be an overview coming for that as well too. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best. This is D93 Tech. I'm out. See you later.